Hello, it's Jeannette Kingsbury with the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce Member Spotlight for this week. This week we have DJ Hardiker and Kate Alward, the owners of Emslie the Florist. Hi guys.
Hi there.
Hello.
So, question number one, what path led you to the flower business?
So, Valerie Bodette, who's been a staple here in town, she owns Flower One Grill, has been a friend of mine since I was 15. And 8 years ago she asked about wanting to put more focus into her restaurant. Wanted to know if I wanted to buy it, and I did, but I just wasn't in the position to do so. So just about 2 years ago, we started talking again, and now Kate and I were on the spot to be able to purchase it. So May 1st of 2019, we came in. Backstory, my grandfather, as a young boy, worked in the greenhouses for Emslie's. They used to have greenhouses, and I've always loved being part of, good feelings and good emotions, and I've always loved flowers. So that's the backstory.
So it fills you up, but gives out to other people as
Absolutely.
well. Nice. So what would you say that your wow or unique factor is?
Well, this Emslie's has been in business since 1897, which we're going on our 124th year.
Amazing.
Obviously, we haven't had a whole lot to do with that, but we do have our head florist who has been with Emslie's for 40 years, which I don't think anyone else could say either.
Yeah.
And we do know that Emslie's is the oldest flower shop in Vermont, and we do believe that we are the oldest flower shop in New England.
Well, that's
We may be the oldest one in the country, but we don't have time to check that. But we know that we might be pretty close.
You can hang your hat on that regardless, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay. So the question of the day, of course, is how has COVID affected your business and the way you do business?
Well, we knew that we were a non-essential business when everything came out, and as sad as it was, we closed for 5 weeks, I think, 6 weeks, something like that. At that time nobody knew anything really about it, other than we knew that we shouldn't be operating, so we closed down. And when we came back just before Mother's Day, it has been a whirlwind ever since. We don't know how much of the increased business is from COVID, but we've added a bunch of stuff that the flower shop hasn't had ever. We do beer and wine selections now and can deliver it. Everybody here has taken the tests to be able to deliver beer and wine. Alderman's Chocolates is another place that we now work with. So COVID presented a lot of increased business, and we've just had to take safety precautions and measures and not have too many people in the store. But COVID for us, fortunately, has actually been okay for business, because people are being safe and sending flowers instead of bringing themselves to someone's home.
So it's actually expanded your business.
It's increased our business exorbitantly, because people can't see their loved ones, and what's a better way to show someone you love them than sending them flowers?
Or chocolate.
Or chocolate. Or a beer basket, or a wine basket of some sort.
It's all love to be shared, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, and we really like the fact that because we've always been small town in our thoughts, the coffee we get locally, we try to get as many small businesses with a good story to provide us with stuff, and that's the part we like, because everybody likes a good story, and we've got a lot of good stories.
Well, thank you so much. That's commendable to keep your business here in the community. That's what we want to see, right?
Absolutely.
Part of the chamber mission.
Yes.
So, next question. What would you give for advice to someone that's just starting out for their very first business venture on their own?
Have patience.
Yes.
Have patience. Starting a business is not easy, and there's a lot of moving parts and pieces to it. Just do your homework and choose a business or choose something that you're passionate about. Because when you're passionate about something, then it's not as daunting, not as daunting a task.
Yes. Have a partner that's passionate about it. So when you're still sitting at the kitchen table at 11:30 at night, trying to figure out some things, that's okay. But yeah, no, definitely the passion thing. And even if you buy and revamp an existing business, you really do have to have a passion and try to think through a bunch of things, learn from the past, and then try to plan for the future.
Very nice. Okay, and last question. If you could just tell us about your wonderful Valentine's specials that are coming up, your big holiday.
You want me to answer that one? So with the having beer and wine, that's something that Emslie's has never done, and then partnering with local coffee shops and chocolate shops, we have created a vast array of gift baskets that can range from in the $49 range pretty much to as high as you want, as long as we have a basket big enough. That has all of those items in there. This year, we are putting, for every arrangement over $75, we are putting 2 truffles that help Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice. Those 2 truffles, they're typically $10, but anybody that does a basket over $75, they're going to get that, and we give the money direct to Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice. Online, people can check us out, and they can see some of our arrangements, and our florists are amazing and top shelf. If they don't see something, just call and we'll create something for them.
From flowers to chocolates to beer and wine, you've got it all. It's one-stop shop.
Yes.
Well, we've
Well,
also
it's-
included the gentleman with our beer. Like,
Yes.
Valentine's Day is usually specifically for women. Well, it doesn't have to be. When you can get a beer basket.
Right.
Point. Yeah, you know, why
Never
should guys
thought
be
of that.
left
I
out?
love it.
Guys do seem to get left out, that's for sure. And we actually have candles that use recycled goods. So this company called Torched use recycled growler bottles, bomber
Beer
bottles, and beer bottles.
They're men's scents, men's
Yes.
fragrances.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And a company called Rewind is another candle company that uses recycled wine bottles. And the scents are amazing. We can't keep them in stock. So.
Well, I'm going to take a look-see before I scoot out of here. Thank you so much for taking the time today and
Thank
do
you.
this interview. We really appreciate it.
No, thank you
Thank
guys
you.
for everything you guys do. Very much.
Okay.
Thank you.